Hi there, I'm Carolyn Cooper, and I'm here today with Nestor Gomez, who is Chief Technology Officer with CFIN. Hi, Nestor.
Hey, Carolyn.
So today we're talking about cybersecurity. And Nestor, maybe you can explain why we're talking about cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity is very relevant in the food industry as it is for any modern processing industry where large amounts of data and technologies are interconnected and exposed to the world. That's essentially why we're talking about it.
Right, and CFIN is also putting on some webinars with Boaster on security coming up starting on November 19th. Maybe you can explain why we're doing the webinars.
You're right. So we have this series that I've called Demystifying Technology for Food Innovators, where I try to talk about technologies that shape modern food production, and we try to translate them into plain English conversation. In the next episode, we talk about cybersecurity with David Shipley, CEO and founder of Bosseron Technology or Bosseron Security, a cybersecurity company based out of Fredericton, New Brunswick. And we also talk with Rosita Dara. She's an associate professor at the School of Computer Science of the University of Guelph. I'm very excited about this upcoming conversation. We're going to cover all subjects like the threats and the consequences of these threats in the food industry and how to protect our data and our companies from these threats.
Okay, so maybe you could talk about what exactly is cybersecurity. What does that mean?
Well, without entering into a very academic definition of it, it is the controls and best practices and technologies that combine protect the data and the digital assets of the companies and institutions, in particular the food industry.
So what should people in the food and beverage industry be aware of when it comes to cybersecurity?
I want them to be very aware of what we can do as people, how we can educate our people, our staff to protect against these risks, and things like the easiest technologies to adopt or best practices to put in place to avoid those risks and minimize the consequences of this.
So what sort of things will people learn in the webinars?
They will learn about the risk of exposing data to the internet and why we need to exchange data in the industry through different processes and across the value chain, why it is important to do it, and why it's also a risk, and how can we protect this data and educate our people to make sure that we don't expose ourselves unnecessarily when we exchange and present these technologies to the world.
Okay, sounds good. So is there anything else you wanted to add about the seminars? I know they're going to be 45 minutes, about 30 minutes of discussion, and then you want people to send in questions for the end?
The webinars are going to be essentially sharing real life experiences. I don't want to enter into a very academic discussion. That's not the intention. So I want people to ask questions about their own industries or their own practice, everything they want to know about cybersecurity, and connect their questions to these experiences that the experts are going to bring, and try to address them during the webinar or after the webinar if we run out of time.
Sounds good. Sounds like they're going to be exciting. So registration, as always, is free, but you must be a CFIN member. So you'll find ways to register as both a CFIN member and for the seminars below and on Yodel. Thanks very much, Nestor.
Thank you, Carolyn.
Bye.
Bye-bye.